What's shakin'? Hey, I'm Rick Jordan. Today, we're going all in. All right, so you've got this grind going on, right? And you're like, man, I've been working at this thing, whatever it is, for years or for weeks or for months or whatever. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's trying to find a new job. Maybe it's trying to find the right girl, the right guy. It's like, I don't know if the right one's out there for me. So there's some things that I'm gonna call you out on today. And it has to do with exactly what you're thinking, because you can get into this mindset. Maybe you haven't had anything, and you're thinking, man, it's never going to happen. But there's a reason for that, because you're going into this stuff right away with the wrong thoughts in your head. Because what you think of day in, day out, what you think of all day is what you end up manifesting in your life. I don't care if you hate that word manifesting, right? I actually have a rocks glass that I use for scotch that says manifest that shit. It's pretty funny. I love it. But it's manifestation. Think of it this way. Manifestation is nothing more than an outcome of the momentum from your actions that you have consistently been at for the last however many days, weeks, or even years of your life in order to reach that outcome. Manifestation is nothing more than a result of momentum from all the good choices and effort you've been putting in. That's it, right? So when you think on something, what happens in your brain is when you think on something and people say manifesting, this isn't some woo-woo bullshit, okay? This is what happens. When you think on something continuously, you start to train your brain into thinking that direction. You actually start to ask the right questions on how to get there, and that causes you to take the right actions to get there. Now, when you don't start out that thought process the right way, that's when you fail. Now, hear me on this, because this is important. If you're wanting something and you see it and it just pops up in your head every once in a while, but then you go back to your daily grind, as I started this out, you go back to what you do day in and day out, you're not going to ever reach that, because you're thinking, oh, well, maybe someday, right? But here's the two phrases that you have to eliminate from your vocabulary today is when you say, I'll try, or I hope, you are destined for failure. When you say, I'll try, or I hope, you are destined for failure. When you say, that's what I want, that is what I am going to have, that is what will happen, and you say that every single day, now that starts that process of manifestation to where you will actually see those things, because your outcome is nothing more than the consistent momentum from your actions that you've started to generate. That's it. The outcome is just something that actually just happens to unfold. That's how people slap this word manifestation or manifesting on everything out there in the coach's world. But getting down to the nitty gritty on stuff, manifestation isn't a vision board. You can't just throw shit up on the wall on a corkboard and expect it to happen, right? The reason why a vision board actually works is because it causes you to think on those things every single damn day. You pick up your head, oh, there's the house I want. You pick up your head, there's the lifestyle you want. You pick up your head, I want a family like that. You pick up your head, I want a fulfilling relationship like that. Because you are using that as a tool to stick it in front of your face every single day, so you continuously think on those things every day. Because what you think of all day long, what you think on all day long, is what ends up happening in your life. Well, you end up manifesting in your life. Manifestation is nothing more than the actual outcome from all of your consistent actions that you have generated momentum by doing. And that is the last point I'm going to make today, because this is a hard-hitting one. By doing. You can't sit on your ass and hope. As I said, you can't sit on your ass and be like, well, I'll try, because that means that you're going into it half-assed. What's the name of this fucking show? It's All In with Rick Jordan. The only way you can be all in is if you eliminate those two phrases from your vocabulary right now. There is no more hope. There is no more try. Talking like Yoda now. I mean, where do you think you got that from? That's one of the best pieces of advice ever. I don't care if you hate Star Wars or anything like that. Hoping and trying is nothing more than being lazy and disrespecting yourself. If you want to use a vision board as a tool, go for it. I encourage it because it's just something that will continuously put it in your face all day long. If you want to use a gratitude journal, go for it because it'll just continuously put those thoughts in front of your face all day long. If you want to listen to a podcast or whatever, you're like, I want that, like this one, and it's like, that's awesome. No, those are just tools in order to get you to the point to where there is no more hope, there is no more try, there is only doing. That's what will make the difference in your life. That's what will cause you to manifest because you continuously think on these things every minute of every day. That's when you will see what you want. There is no more hope. There is no more try. There is only doing.